Okay, our top story is the weather. We have flooding in eastern Oregon. We've shown you the pictures from Pendleton. Roads washed out. People had to be rescued from the rooftops. How much of that is the heavy rain? How much of that are the warm temperatures that caused the snow melt?
It's a perfect combination of both, because when you look at 3-day rainfall totals for the Umatilla County area, up to 5 inches of rain. So that by itself is pretty significant, but you have that falling on top of snow. And you think about Pendleton, that's at about 1,200 feet. So by the time we get to tomorrow, there will be many areas, if not on, pretty close to I-84, especially those passes, where you'll see snow falling and then sticking. But until then, we're dealing with this very warm, comfortable kind of temperatures that we've been dealing with the last few days. Okay, want to take you out to COWLITZ River in Longview. So was out there earlier today and wasn't able to explore all of the neighborhoods, but COWLITZ River does run through many neighborhoods. And if you look right across over to the bank right here, Southwest Washington Regional Airport is just on the other side of that bank. So right now, COWLITZ River is in the flood stage. It is expected to drop by the time we get to tomorrow evening, and then by the time we get to Sunday, it'll be out of flood stage completely. But this particular river going through Longview and Kelso is under a flood warning through at least Sunday night. So keep that in mind. The way you look out here, I'll step out of the picture here. This is just right outside of my car window, and there's a boat ramp nearby. But if you look out the window at this point, it looks like I'm actually in the water. Not actually in the water, but those river levels are definitely coming up. So what we've seen so far with this flood warning, that has been extended until Sunday night. Now let's take a look at one of the reasons why we're seeing this. Of course, it's all about what's happening upstream. The Mayfield Dam has been increasing their releases, of course, to relieve other areas. And also as a result, we're seeing Toutle River dealing with some higher flows. Now let's take a look at what's happening in eastern Oregon, still dealing with a flood warning. This continues through tomorrow morning, about 9:30 in the morning for Columbia, Umatilla, and Walla Walla counties. And then adding on to that, there's a winter weather advisory that goes into effect starting tonight at 10 o'clock. So right around 10 o'clock, we're expecting that rain to turn over to snow above 5,000 feet, and then watch those snow levels drop to almost 2,000 feet by the time we get to tomorrow. This winter weather advisory in effect until 10 o'clock tomorrow evening. So if you're taking any of those passes along I-84 tomorrow, just keep that in mind. You're going to see rain transition over to snow. So expect more of that winter weather driving. Speaking of which, winter weather advisory also included for the Oregon and Washington Cascades. This is already in effect now and will remain in effect until tomorrow afternoon. We could see upwards of 12 inches of snow by tomorrow. Now, we're not going to see 12 inches actually on our mountain passes. This is more so for our ski resorts. But you will see snow sticking to the road by the time we get to tomorrow afternoon. And there you might see anywhere from 5 to maybe even 6 inches of snow. Sunday is our clear day, but it will be our coldest day too. So our freezing level will drop down to about 1,000 to 1,500 feet by then. But again, without any moisture, that's just going to be a pretty nice day up there. Monday and Tuesday, that snow level goes right back up. Here we are at Mounted Meadows. It's 31 degrees and they have night skiing in full effect. Seaside, we saw some heavier showers about 20 minutes ago. Now more of a mist driven by that pretty strong wind out of the southwest right now, sustained at 20 miles per hour. Seaside temperature 49 degrees. Keep in mind there are king tides this weekend. We have that full moon. So during high tide time, which will be at noon, just look at everything from a safe distance if you can. There's our next area of low pressure associated with that cold front, which is bringing in the colder air, which is the reason why we're talking about lower snow levels. On radar right now, the heaviest showers just outside of Seaside now, going from the southwest to the northeast. This will be transitioning through Portland here, I'd say in the next hour or so. Rain totals, how much more rain could we see? We might be able to pick up an additional 1/4 inch of rain here in the valley, as well as out towards Pendleton and the Dalles. Highest totals still will be at the coast. Tillamook may pick up an additional 0.6 of an inch of rain. So again, we expect the heaviest snow to fall late tonight through early tomorrow morning, and then eventually tapering off by the time we get to late Saturday. Sunday, we're left with, hey, a little bit of sunshine, low 50s for you, and cold mornings ahead.
And we were just taking a look at that live picture behind you up here. We see folks skiing up there on Mount Hood tonight.
Yeah, night skiing is in full effect.
All right.
Looks pretty up there.